Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 Griffin. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to let me.
First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Smith going to go to the air first play. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Looking to throw again on second down. Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Here's Smith. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Here we go, here we go. Happy Lions.
And right side, they're going to go option here. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple.
The Browns at 2-6 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Geno now to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
From the gun, here's Smith. And that'll be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Throwing now is Geno.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Lawrence running right on the option.
And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, in jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every...
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Seven Pirates, Seven Pirates.
Another try after the first down sack. Smith. And that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On third down, Henry. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Deontay Hardy back deep.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10.
And Smith's throw here complete to Kelsey.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that,
and he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's third and long. Now Geno. And he's going to go down again.
Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Here's Tommy Townsend now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And the Bengals take over first and 10.
You ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that'll be caught by Tony. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it...
Try to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Bengals. Kadarius Toney with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 21-0.
21. Browns, nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now the kick short, but this is a live football picked up in the end zone.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Handoff up the middle. Hunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
97 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A gain of 3, second down.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Kareem Hunt. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Working with a 2nd and 4.
Smith now to throw. And this one is incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out.
Deontay Hardy on the return. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other...
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Trevor Lawrence, 77 yards. And the Bengals have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
McManus's point after is good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. On 1st and 10, Smith.
And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And he'll be